right beside me.
So what you telling me? I mean, I'm looking at the shit. Ain't none of y'all niggas liking and subscribing and shit? Why? What you doing? Come on. It's easy. Thank you.
Well, boys, we hit the jackpot this time.
I know a song is a hit when I write that motherfucker and like I got this little shit, man. I write a verse and I write that last 16th line and I be like, hit that little laugh. I know that verse fire, but I know the song is fire when I lay that motherfucker down. And when I wake up the next morning, like I can't do nothing but think about like, oh yeah, that's that one. But I wait, I tease myself. I wait till like I get all the way by myself, like at work or some shit. I play that motherfucker, and them goosebumps that I get, let me know that it's a hit.
How do I know my song is hot? Well, for one, I be knowing a song about to be hot, like when I hear the beat and I instantly start vibing to it, instantly like, ooh, shit, like I'm about to fuck this shit up. You know, whatever bars start popping in my head. On some after the fact type shit, it's like you spit that shit back and you be like, damn, did I really write this shit? Like I just sat here and wrote this shit.
Truth be told, I send it to like 5 people. Usually it's like one person's gonna be like DJ R&B, no bullshit. I send it to like close people that know me, that know, you know, if some shit is gonna sound, you know, I don't keep no yes men in my circle. Like if I really think that I got a fucking hit, I send that shit out to people, and if the synopsis is most of the time just, yo, this shit fire, flame emoji, and yo, you gotta do something with that shit right now. Alright, cool. I got one, and from there, you know, it's, you know, the regular so-and-so, you know, throwing that bitch on my Spotify, promoting that bitch as much as I can, putting some actual money behind it, because motherfuckers don't realize just a little bit of money into your craft goes a long fucking way.
I got a homeboy back home. Shout out to Cody Lee. He done put me on every artist before. Like, I walked in a nigga house one day, he was like, bring a nigga named Waka Flocka. And I'm like, hell no. Boom. Like, so anytime like I got something new that I'm like iffy about, I'm gonna run it through him. He gonna give me honest opinion.
This is how I know my song's hot. When I'm practicing in the car, right, and I do like a little run or something and I get a chill from myself, I'm like, okay, that's it. I'm gonna keep that just like that and add some more to it and I'll be good.
So definitely put some marketing behind it. Like, it's like when a tree falls in the forest and nobody can hear it, doesn't make a sound. If a song is hot and nobody's hear it, is it a hot song? Like, people need to hear it. Like, when I say like put some money behind it, I'm not talking about these scammers like, I'm only accepting 10 artists today, send me $300 right now. Nah, I'm talking about like, do Google ads, Facebook ads, like Spotify ads. Definitely tapping with the DJ.
I feel like when you end up writing that rhyme that make you like like wait, that just came from my brain.
I mean, I feel like all my shit hot. And if they sent it to me, they know I can write some hot shit to it.
I don't know, it's like something I hear, I guess it's like it's something I hear in the beat first. So it starts there, just with the beat, and then if I'm chilling or whatever, and I'm freestyling over whatever, if I say something, I'm like, or I do like this weird little dance or whatever, I'm like, yep, that's it.
When I play that joint around my best friend Janae, and she wildin', like, hey, play it back. Hey, email that to me right now. I know that guy's that guy. You know what I'm saying? She going on the album. She's going on the album for sure.
When I say DJ, I'm talking about real DJs, like the one actually out here DJing. Like, you see them on flyers and stuff like, oh, he's at this club Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Let me go tap in with him, because the club crowd, they don't go to open mics. So that's a whole different crowd that can fuck with the shit. You see your Shazams go way up when people really like it. Because somebody like a song, they're not going to come up to the DJ. They're going to Shazam it or Google a lyric. So definitely tapping with the DJs.
But what I do when I got that motherfucker, first thing I'm gonna do is give it to DJ Remedy and see what he gonna think about the motherfucker. Cause you know what I'm saying? He might tell me that the shit is like, see, I'm weird too. The nigga might tell me that the shit is hot, and that means it's like, alright, you need to go back to work. But if that nigga respond with like some emojis, and then like I'm texting the nigga back and he called me, he like, yo nigga, what the fuck? I know this shit is like that.
Critique it a lot because I be real hard on myself, so I be trying to figure out. Literally, I be on Google like looking up definition of words because I'm like, this need to make sense when I say it. If it don't, I'm gonna sound stupid. It might sound good, but it ain't gonna make sense. So I gotta look stuff up, put things together, and then go back through all of that and see if it all goes together. Just a whole bunch of extra.
Really, man, I'm like the type of guy that played for people for a long time until it get to, you know what I'm saying, get people reactions, whatever, like at least the people that's around me. And eventually, when it's time to put the album out, it gets sent off to producers like Venom or Perf Harmony to get it mixed and, you know, qualified.
Ooh, unpopular music opinion? Not everybody gonna make it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's like a thing where it's like, oh, well, if you just pursue it, you're gonna make it. And I mean, I don't necessarily think that's always true. I don't know how to put it, but yeah, I feel like, I mean, yeah, of course, it's like tens of thousands of millions of people pursuing, whether it's music or pursuing something that like going to medical school. Not everybody gonna make it, like, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's one of them things where like, yeah, you think in your head like, okay, I'm gonna make it, I can do this. Like, it's a lot, it's deep. So yeah, that's my unpopular music opinion.
Unpopular music opinion.
Make them hate you.
Make them hate me. Shit.
Music opinion.
Make them hate you.
Make them hate me. Ooh, boy, unpopular music opinion. What me think? Unpopular music opinion.
I really don't fuck with none of y'all. But no. No. But for real though.
It's okay to be soft. It's okay to be in your feelings. It's okay to come from shit. Stop it.
Unpopular music opinion. This is interesting. Let me see. I don't like NBA YoungBoy music. Like at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? I even tried because people be like, you should check that boy out, man. He got it. And I be like, I'm gonna play it. I got Spotify, so I'm gonna just play him on shuffle and let it ride. And I can't do it. But you know, shout out to that boy, man. Get your money.
I'm so sick of seeing artists compete with each other. If you go into an open mic or whatever, even if it's scheduled, just do you. And I'm quite sure it'll get receptive way more than you just trying to be like every other nigga in the music industry. How you gonna be remembered if you doing the same thing? Like, make yourself stand out, but you don't have to compete. Like, I can't stand not seeing people come together on some let's make some good music type shit, and that's irritating.
That nigga Chris Brown danced better than Michael Jackson. Yeah, I said it, goddamn. Yeah, pull up. I can fight real good and all that. Hit with the left, all that. Lead with the left. Yeah, all that. That nigga dance better than Mike, man. I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's on some shit like, you know what I'm saying, never outshine your master. But it's like, you know what, fuck you, master. I'm finna goddamn sure I can do this shit, nigga. You can't do that because you old, nigga. But I can do that now, you know what I'm saying? It's on some shit like that, man. It's like, damn, if they put me on the court with Michael Jordan, like, nigga, I'ma dust you, dog. Like, come on, my nigga. Like, that's what I do. Yeah.
See, they're gonna hate me for this one, but Tupac is one of the most overrated musicians of all time. all time.
Speak on it.
Like, first of all, he from New York, so like, I'm not buying the whole West Coast, West Side thing. You can't be a backup dancer for the Humpty Dumpty and then come around Thug Life, like, and his bars ain't got shit on Biggie. Alright. A lot of people don't know this one. This is the Crank That Spider-Man. A lot of people, of course, they know the Soulja Boy. If you dope, you know the Batman. A lot of people don't know Crank That Spider-Man. That shit was hot. Look it up. And it was a Crank That Lion King. And that shit fire. Like, back in the 07, I was a sophomore in college. Just like that whole era. Look up the Crank That Lion King. Trust me, that shit changed your life. Change your life.
Watch me, Crank That Bad. That was my shit. That was my shit growing up. You know, Crank That Soulja Boy was cool. I mean, that's what started this shit. And, you know, you had to, you know, the crank that Street Fighter. But once that Batman came about, nigga, from flows along, and then the video was just so gritty. And you had the young kid that was crumping in it the whole time and shit. And bro, like, went buck wild at the end. I was like, yo, this shit bananas.
Oh, I can't even Crank That Yank, Crank That SpongeBob. That was such a fun time. That was lit. That was a great time. It'll never be like that again. Never again. And we all knew them bitches, and you know what? We didn't even really have nowhere to post them shit. Like, we did that shit literally just to show out at like the middle school dance, at high school and shit. Like, motherfuckers is like fucking learning all of these shits and not even going nowhere with it. Just to know, so that we can all team up and us and our 5 friends can be in sync, in unison, and you wish you was friends with us. That's how that went.
That Soulja Boy. Well, I used to go to the skate rink all the time, so that was my little summer camp. We'd be rolling on skates and make sure you don't fall though, but you still be hitting that. Cause that's really all I was aware of. If we not on cap about it, I didn't really know too much of that era because I wasn't paying attention to it. I was in spelling bees and stuff like that.
I wasn't really a big crank dadder. You know what I mean, crank dadder, like a big jigger, a big crank dadder. I mean, so obviously I was up on like Soulja Boy, Crank That Soulja Boy, Superman that hoe, whatever. But honestly, as far as like all those little dances, like when like that shit was really popping off, like way before TikTok. I was more of a what was that song? Fuck. Damn. Cat Daddy. Yeah, I was more of like a Cat Daddy. Like, I loved that fucking song. Me and my brother used to fuck that shit up. And I was more of a Dougie type of girl. Yeah, I'm more of a Dougie Cat Daddy type of. Yeah.
Well, back then I was a dancer. So, but for real, I think Crank That Batman right might have been the hardest one. For real. I'm not gonna do that shit.
That Roy. That motherfucking Roy, boy. You know what I'm saying? I went to a prom in Jersey, man. They went crazy with that Roy out there. That was in Jersey.
It's definitely the Roy, man. Like, it's something about the motherfucking Roy, man. Like, I can't dance, but like that's the only shit that I can hit a little bit. Like right now, I could probably hit that shit a little bit. Back then, yeah, I bust that motherfucker on them fuck niggas. It was that and the Crip Walk, bro, but they ain't no Crank That dance. Yeah. I'm out there.
Well, boys, we hit the jackpot this time.